Having a roof over your head is obviously super important, but who doesn't love a great design to go with it? Michaela's choice for best roofing and design are my dear friends at Central Florida Skylights. I'm joined by the owner, Scotty, and Torin, his son, who's the head of sales. So happy to have you all here.
Yeah, thanks for having us here. We're very excited to be here.
I mean, this display behind me kind of speaks for itself, but why don't you tell us a little bit about your company?
Yeah.
Well, we're a family business. I have my son, Torin, is head of sales. I have Jaron, that's a technician assistant for me, and my wife that does our scheduling. And altogether, this family business just really clicks. Everybody loves us. They love that we're a family business. It's more personal than it is business.
So maybe someone's watching and they're not entirely sure what a skylight is. What is it?
What I would describe as a skylight would be a way to bring in natural light without having any kind of heat, any kind of bugs, anything of that kind of nature, just brighten up those dark rooms that we all live with, which is very odd because we live in the sunshine state, yet we all live in the dark.
Yeah, utilizing the sun, right? Would make sense.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And speaking of the sun, that sometimes means rain. So how does your glass not succumb to the rain of Florida?
Yeah, well, specifically our impact glass unit, it is hurricane rated, so we make sure that there's absolutely no way that leaking can come in. My dad, also being the installer, has plenty of roofing experience, so we wanted to go ahead and talk about that.
Yeah, so we have our great products of our SkyFlex sealing cement that we seal the unit on top and on underneath, so there's no chance of leaks. And also we seal the unit on top so there's no bugs getting in.
Yeah,
that's important. You have bugs in Central Florida. Yikes.
Yeah,
plenty of.
And speaking of, again, sunshine state, the sun, how do you protect people in their homes from those UV lights?
Yeah, absolutely. Our ceiling rings that are on the inside of the home are double insulated, so there's no way that UVs can get inside, so we're protecting up against any kind of fitting your floors, furniture, countertops, anything of that kind of nature.
So let's say I already have a roof, and now that I've seen this skylight, I'm like, okay, I need one in my house like yesterday. Do you just come on over? How does that work?
Yeah, so we like to do in-home appointments. So me personally, I will come out to your home. We'll take a look at the spacing, see what fits. We have two different sizes here. We have our 14-inch, and we also have our 22. Generally speaking, the 14s are good for small bathrooms, small hallways. 22s are really good for living rooms, kitchens, anything of the larger scale. Talk about placement. We talk about how many you might need because they cover in different arrangements stuff. So once we go through that, click the deposit, then we'll come back out, Dad will do the install, and you'll be all set.
Wow. How is it like working with your dad? That's pretty awesome. I gotta know.
No, it is truly one of the best jobs to have. Just having the flexibility and the pressure of just being able to talk to my family and be like, hey, here's my schedule, here's what's going on. They're able to easily book me in different locations and stuff, and it's so much easier.
Well, why don't we bring your family in for a second before we
absolutely.
continue with our conversation? Because I love the fact that it's a family-owned business, and you all work together. I mean, it really truly is a family affair.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, I love this back here, though, so you got to tell me what this is. I think this is important when it comes to having an attic and really. And really, make. I'm sure this helps with your electricity bill. It helps really circulate the air through your house.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead.
Yeah, so the solar attic fan, what it does is it pulls the hot air out of the attic, so your house is cooler because the attic is cooler. All of our attics get to 160, 180 degrees easily. This has a thermostat that's set at 85, so it keeps the temperature between 85 and 100 degrees, which is a lot cooler. So all your stuff that you store in the attic doesn't deteriorate and fall apart. Your house is cooler, the attic's cooler. It'll extend the life of your roof, your AC unit, your insulation. Plus, you do get a tax credit on it.
Yeah,
oh, is
that's
that right?
important.
Yeah, there is a tax credit.
Wow.
It's still a tax credit.
At the end of the year, that really helps.
100%.
And the beautiful thing is it's powered by the sun.
By the sun only.
And it's not going to cost you any money on your electricity bill, only help you by sucking that hot air out.
Right.
Exactly.
There's no electrical hookups or anything, so again, 100% off the sun. It is going to do what it needs to do is by pulling that hot air out.
What I notice about you is not only do you care so much about each other, this is a tight-knit family, I can tell, but your care for one another really transcends to your care for each and every customer that you talk to.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, our Google reviews speak for themselves. Sure. I mean, they just go on. There's over 250 of them. It's incredible to see what people say about us because it's, we're bringing our family into their family and we're doing what we can to help their families out and brighten their homes and cool off their attics. It all works together.
Michaela and I talk to a lot of business owners here every single week, and sometimes you can just feel the love exude from one, and I certainly get that. I can sense the pride in your work, the pride in your family. the pride in this business. It's really quite unbelievable. And just the displays that you have, the set you created for us today has been exciting.
I know, it's so
for us as well.
exciting.
It's
I'm
super-
trying not to turn around and stare at all of it because I'm like, I need this in my home.
Well, I mean, we definitely do a lot of home shows and stuff over at the Orange County Convention Center. We're also down in Melbourne as well. We do a bunch of those shows. And I mean, this is the exact setup that you'll see there. And it's one of those things, especially, it's hard for me as the head of sales to bring all of this stuff with me. I have smaller half-size samples of this, but it's great to do those shows because we can show literally everything.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Certainly.
Wonderful
Well,
work.
what is the best way to contact you guys?
I would say you can check us out on our website. You can also give us a call as well. That way we can kind of get you booked up for the appointments. Check out all of our social media because we post all our before and after photos. So, yeah.
Awesome. Well, Central Florida
guys.
Skylights, do yourself a favor and check them out. Get a skylight in your home, and we will be right back after this short break with People's Choice.